Introduction to Strategic Business Reporting. So in this video, I'm going to take you through the entire syllabus of SBR, how it will be tested, how I'm going to cover the lecture, but you can only watch my lectures if you are a member on my channel, and if you cannot be a member because in some countries the membership is restricted, all you need to do is you have to email me so that I can send you the recorded lectures. I will be giving you the details of payment where you can pay me and then you can get the recorded lectures there. So starting with, in this, first we are going to go through introduction of myself, SBR syllabus, SBR syllabus change, the lecture topics that I'm going to cover, how I'm going to proceed with the SBR, and the exam format, and finally the resources to pass this exam. Now, so I have a BSc degree in accounting and finance from University of Bradford, which is in Oman, which is a 3 years course. So because of that, I got exemption. All my F level papers are exempted. I directly went to P level and gave my professional level papers, the 4 papers, which I passed, and then I became an ACCA prize winner for AFM and ATX, which are the 2 optional papers that I've chosen. And then I've become an ACCA member in 2023 with 3 years work experience. And finally, I'm an SCCA lecturer with 5+ years teaching all the SCCA subject. Professional level papers, almost I've finished all the papers. And now I'm moving on to the applied skill level, where I have started with tax, which is over, and the full lectures are there on my YouTube channel. And now I'm also uploading FR. Now, my contact details, you can WhatsApp me at this number. Make sure that you save the number. And this is my YouTube channel. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel so that you get notification when I upload the videos. My email ID, and this is my LinkedIn username and Instagram and on Facebook page. Now, coming to the SBR syllabus. SBR syllabus is divided into 6 parts. Okay, so A, it's about ethics. B is the reporting framework. C is your individual element that we are going to cover, which is all your IFRS standards. D, financial statement of group of entities. We are moving on to the consolidation. E, how do you interpret financial and non-financial information for different stakeholders? Okay. Then finally, the impact of changes in your accounting regulation. Okay. Now, in A, let us go in detail. In A, it's about ethics. Definitely, you are going to be tested on ethics. There is going to be a question in SBR which is going to test your ethics. So that's why this makes it very, very important. And we are going to start our lecture with ethics. And ethics is not tested in FR. So this is something new for SBR students. Now, in the reporting framework, we are going to go through the strength and the weakness and the application of the accounting framework. That is your conceptual framework. Again, is very important. Conceptual framework is there in your FR also. Everything starts on conceptual framework. Then C. So from here we are going to go through the individual element of the financial statement, starting with revenue, because we start our profit statement with revenue. So for revenue we have IFRS 15. Then non-current assets. Non-current assets, there are so many standards we are going to study in groups. Okay. So for non-current assets we have IS 16, IS 38, then IS 20, IS 23, IFRS 5, all these are dealing with non-current assets. Then we have financial instruments, IFRS 7, IFRS 9 and IS 32. Then we have leases, IFRS 16, employee benefit, IS 19. By the way, employee benefit is not covered in FR, it's there in SBR. Then income tax, IS 12, provision, contingencies and events after reporting period, that is IS 37 and IS 10. Then we have share-based payment. Again, this is not there for FR students. It is IFRS 2. Then fair value measurement, IFRS 13. Presentation and disclosure. This is IFRS 18, which has replaced your previously IS1. So IS1 is no longer tested. Now it is IFRS 18 that is tested in both FR and SBR. You have to be aware of the changes in IFRS 18. And finally, other reporting issues. So then section D, it's about group statement. So we are going to have statement of cash flow, associate and joint arrangement. By the way, for associates and joint arrangements, we have IS 28 and IFRS 11, and cash flows is IS 7. Foreign transactions and entities, we have IS 21. Then interpreting financial statement. So this is about all your ratios, all how you measure performance. For example, we have EPS, that is IS 33. Then impact of changes. So we are going to discuss issues in financial reporting. Okay, this is like your current issues, okay, which is not there in your FR syllabus. Now, so these are the standards. These standards are listed in the numerological order, and let us see what is there in FR and what is there in SBR. So IS2 inventories is there for both. IS7 is also there. IS8, that is accounting policies, estimates and error, is also there. IS10 is there. IS12 is there. IS16, IS19 is only for SBR, not FR. Then IS20, IS21, 23 is there. IS24 is for SBR, that is related party disclosure. This I have not covered in FR. This we are going to study under ethics, that is lecture 1. Then IS27, IS28, IS32, IS33 is there. IS34 is only for SBR, that is when we report our for the reporting performance. IS 36, 37, 38, 40, 41 is there. IFRS 1 and IFRS 2 is not there for FR, it's there only for SBR. In short, in SBR, all the standards will come. Okay, some new standards and also the old ones which is tested in FR also. Of course, the questions that is going to be asked is more in depth, okay, in SBR. Then IFRS 3, IFRS 5, IFRS 7. IFRS 8 is only for SBR, that is operating segment. IFRS 9 is there, but for IFRS 9, some things were omitted from the syllabus in FR, but in SBR, everything is going to be tested. Okay, I remember hedge accounting was not there in FR, but it will be tested in SBR. Then we have IFRS 10, IFRS 11 is only for SBR, that is joint arrangement. IFRS 12 is also for SBR. Then IFRS 13, IFRS 15, 16 is there. IFRS 18 is once again there for both. IFRS 19 is for SBR, that is subsidiaries without public accountability. Then IFRS for SMEs is also for SBR. S1 is there for both. S2 is only for SBR. Then practice statement management commentary and practice statement making material judgment is there for SBR only, not FR. And conceptual framework is there for both. So now the syllabus change is only very minor. Okay, that is from your exam September 2025 to June 2026. One is IFRS 18 has been introduced, which replaced IS1. Okay, then so the format of all your financial statement will change. It will be following the rules of IFRS 18. IS1 will not be asked. Now next change is in section E, that is your integrated reporting will not longer be asked in SBR exam, so you don't have to study integrated reporting. Then in section F, financial reporting issues, going concern is removed. Now, so the lecture topics, my lectures are divided into 22 separate lectures. Okay, so in lecture 1, we are going to cover ethics. Lecture 2, how IFRS accounting standards are developed and IFRS for SMEs. This is again, the SME standard is new for SBR, not there in FR. Ethics is also not there for FR. Then conceptual framework. You might see a lot of similarities here with FR lecture. Okay, because in FR I have completed conceptual framework. Then lecture 4, reporting financial performance. When we come to reporting financial performance, we will see we are going to cover 3-4 standards. So it's not, I'm not going to cover the lecture standard by standard, like how earlier I did. Now I'm going to change the method. I'm going to go by the textbook, how it is there in your Kaplan textbook or your ACCA study hub or your BPP. They are going by lecture. So what they did, they have grouped, for example, non-current asset. All the standard covering non-current asset will be covered in that separate lecture. It's like that. All the things relating to financial performance will be covered in one separate lecture. So here you will see there are so many standards. For example, IFRS 18. IAS 34, IFRS 18, like that. Next, basis of preparation. So here we are going to go in IFRS 18. Then non-current asset. This is going to cover so many standards. As I told you, IAS 20, 23, IAS 16, IAS 38. Then impairment. Then financial instrument, leases, employee benefit, income tax, provision, share-based payment, conceptual framework for group accounting. First, we are going to finish all the individual parts, element. Then we are going to go to the group accounting. Okay. Then goodwill, changes in shareholding, associates, foreign currency, statement of cash flow. Then once we finish group accounting also from lecture 20, it is about analysis and interpretation. It's about ratios and all. Then finally, sustainability reporting and issues in financial reporting. This is again tested in SBR, not NFR. So these are the 22 lectures. That means there will be 22 separate videos covering each of them. Now, the exam format. Your SBR exam is a 3-hour 15 minutes computer-based examination. All questions are compulsory. It will have questions from both computational and discursive elements. That means you have to discuss as well as calculate. Okay, and questions will adopt a scenario case study approach. Now, students will be concept on theories and on their ability to comment on the accounting treatment. For example, you will be given some accounting treatment. You have to know the rules according to the specific IFRS standard. That's what you're supposed to know in SBR. Okay, and also question will require you to use a spreadsheet, a pop-out spreadsheet to adjust your consolidated financial statements. Now, exam is divided into two sections, section A and section B. Section A is a 2 scenario based questions. First question is for 30 marks, second question is for 20 marks. No professional skill marks is tested in section A. Okay. First question will be from your syllabus D, that is a group accounting question. And second question, okay, so in group accounting questions, you have to use the spreadsheet to adjust your consolidated financial statement. Okay. Also, along with section D, syllabus D, you might also be asked some financial reporting issues in syllabus C. For example, there could be lease given to it, or revenue, or provision, or anything. Okay, any one of it they might give. Then second question is your ethical question and some specific event. Some specific IFRS issues you have to know. For example, you have to know how revenues are calculated based on IFRS 15 or leases, things like that also. It's just not one ethical question, but ethics is a part of a question. Part of the scenario, one question will be on ethics. Okay, but other questions will be on other accounting issues. Then section B, there are 2 questions, both are 25 marks each. Okay, both you have to calculate and discuss. Again, it's a scenario based. Here, you can be asked questions from any part of the syllabus. Here, you will be given 2 professional marks in section B, in both question 2 and question 4. That means in ethics, 1 professional mark, that means out of the 2, 1 is there in your section A, that is your ethics question. You will be given professional skill marks. But in the question, they will tell you which professional skill they are tested. Okay. Now, the SBR resources. You can either use your Kaplan, BPP, or ACCA Study Hub. With the textbook, you need the revision kit. Without revision kit, you are more likely to fail the exam, any exam. Next, you can use my lecture, then my revision crash course, and finally, you have to practice specimen mock or past paper. At least 3. I always recommend students. So that's it. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you in my lecture 1, which my ACCA subscribers on my channel will not be able to watch it for free. You have to join my channel and become a member, my gold member, and then only you can watch. And if you are not being able to become a member, please email me so that you can pay and get the recorded lecture. Thank you for watching.